Excited for the day!
All right!
Oh yeah!
See you later!
Or should I throw a popper on there?
Is that the rack?
It's the rack, bro. Alright, hop up front.
Come in front, man.
The youngest person.
Ready to go on an adventure?
Yeah.
Come on in. We're gonna go on an exploratory fly fishing trip today. I'm gonna try to make it to some spots that potentially nobody's ever fished before, and I have a few picked out, and flats haven't been named yet, so maybe we can get there and this guy can name the flats, or we can think of something clever. It's gonna be a good one.
I'm not gonna think about anything clever.
What was your name?
Jeff. Jeff Taylor from Sacramento, California.
Yeah, Jeff. Knuckles. We got this little guy. Yeah, Bruno.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Jeff and I were doing an exploratory fishing trip here today, and there's a spot that has no name. I confirmed it with the guides. Nobody's named it yet. I don't think it's ever been fly fished, and it's on the back end of Arapa, and I think it might be one of the most beautiful spots on the island. And I've always wanted to go out there, so today we're gonna give it our best shot to make it out there and see if we can catch some big bones or trevally out there. So Arapa Wilderness is here, and this whole area on the backside of the lagoon between the fringe reef and the little islets, there's a big area, a big channel where it's hard to get back to. You have to either wander your way through the Arapa Wilderness going down here, or down through here. And because it's a little more remote than most of the fishing spots on the island, the guides haven't yet taken any fly fishermen back there, and so we're going to try to get back there today and see what we can catch, and we're going to find an official name for it because that'd be awesome.
I'm stoked to be here, number one, and this place is remote and it's beautiful and it's very unique, and I feel privileged to be even standing on this dock here, but getting back in there, if nobody's ever fished it before, I'm totally down with that, and I'm looking forward to checking it out and catching some big fish.
Oh, what's the spot? Hi.
We're about right here. So we're deciding if we have to go in through this channel here to get there, or come over here to the Arapa and then come around. So we're gonna come from here
Yep.
and go around, right?
Yep.
And it's getting really shallow here. Going through this channel, apparently it's too shallow. Either we have to wait for high tide or we have to walk in through the other side. So we're gonna try to walk in from Arapa and go around. And it's quite the adventure. So this is the entrance to Arapa, and then we're gonna try to go around the corner and have to walk to the other side of this landmass here. On the other side, that's where we're trying to get to. So he's gonna do some fishing here as we wait for the tide to come up enough to where we can hopefully get around to the other side. Big bone fish?
Yeah, on the flat, on this flat.
Oh yes, I
What
see.
is?
Big bone fish,
Yeah.
huh? So we drop Jeff off at the flats on the outside while we wait for the tide come up to a bit, and I'm gonna go scout out the entrance point just to see if there's an easy way to get back in there while he does some fishing outside here. So this is the access point for the new fishing spot.
Lot of bluefin right here.
Yeah. Whoa, there's just this beautiful channel that goes back in here. Oh, there's one. What is that?
Parrotfish.
Parrotfish, ah. Well, from here we've got to exit the boat and walk to the unfished flats, because that's what an exploratory mission's all about. Walking to the destination. And so the boatman's gonna go back and get Jeff and bring him here while we start walking. Oh man, there's so many birds. Look at this. This is freaking magical. We're gonna go fish some unfished flats. It's gonna be fantastic. I think there was a bit of a miscommunication, and we dropped Jeff off early. I thought he wanted to go fish out there, and I was confused as to why I was coming in and he wasn't, and I thought we were gonna wait for the tide to come up, but it turns out they didn't think he wanted to come. So boatman's gonna go back and grab him, and I'm gonna continue on and with Ram. How do you say Ram?
Yeah.
Ram.
Ram.
Ram. He's the fishing guide extraordinaire for the day, and we're gonna go name some new fishing spots. Ain't that right, Ram? Yes. There's all these narrow channels we have to navigate through as we go back to these unfished flats, and it looks like the clouds are moving in. There might be some rain clouds off in the distance, which sucks because we want the optimal overhead lighting for, you know, getting a good shot of just the vibrance of these little channels and lagoons, because they are just this crazy turquoise color. You don't see it when the clouds are out. It's so beautiful back here. It's amazing. Nobody's really been back here at all. It's a cool feeling to have, to be one of the first to explore a spot like this, especially something this beautiful. Look at all the fish. Wow. There's just this narrow channel here that's inaccessible by boat. And by the looks of it on the map, it opens up the further you go in to a bunch of little islets, and it looks so beautiful. Look at that. We're just being escorted by these beautiful white and black birds that are playing together as we go back into this turquoise lagoon. It's so magical. Wow. Cool, because we're constantly going around a corner, so it's just a constantly a new rush as as it opens up to even more and more beautiful scenery, and the water's flowing through this way, and there's so many fish just cruising around my ankles as we go further and further back in here. Looks like it has a high potential for being a great fishing spot. Bonefish. Oh yeah, big one. Big one.
You seen him?
Yeah. Already spotting some big bonefish as we come up into the new unexplored fishing spot. Can't escape humanity even in the most pristine places in the world. But look at this. And we're racing the rain clouds. They're coming in closer and closer. It's really opened up now, and we're gonna keep going further and further. It looks like it gets even bigger around the corner. There's an island covered with birds over there, so there's just so much beauty here. Look at all these fish. They just jumped out of the water, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a shark. No, it's a massive giant trevally in this new flat that still hasn't been fly fished because Jeff isn't here. We don't have fly rods, so at this point it's still unfished. This part of the island here is the most remote part of all of Fanning. It's the furthest point away from civilization and the airport, and Fanning being as remote as it is already, this is a very unique place in the world where not too many people have the opportunity to experience something this far out there. For it to be this beautiful is just it's something else entirely. Like, there's a big puka forest over there, and that's where all the migratory birds go and do their nesting. And so there's a big, huge flock of different varieties of birds, from like frigate birds to all the other birds of paradise. And I've seen some huge fish in here so far. So not only is there a very unique bird ecosystem in a puka forest, which is slowly becoming more and more extinct out here because the local people use the wood from the tree extensively to build their canoes. So birds, once the trees are cut down, the birds no longer migrate here. So it's a very unique ecosystem right there alone for birds. And you have this massive, huge flat with some really big fish in it, in such a beautiful location. Like, it is unreal out here. So I'm gonna continue exploring a little more, and hopefully Jeff shows up with his fly rod, so that way I can actually get some fly fishing shots, and we can officially be the first documented people to fly fish back here and name the spot, because it is still unnamed. And for a spot this beautiful to not even be named yet is just spectacular. It's unreal. So this magical place is gonna receive hopefully a magical name if we're clever enough to think of something that suits a place this pristine and beautiful. Maybe Puka Flats. That sounds good, just in memory of how beautiful these trees are. I don't know. We're still thinking. We're brainstorming. I'm gonna chat with Jeff when he gets here, and we're gonna think of something. I'm about waist deep right now, but it looks like it gets much shallower over here, where the flats kind of begin and go along the Puka forest. I'm highly considering calling these flats Puka Flats, simply because of the respect I have for these puka forests and just how beautiful they are. Like, they are so gorgeous. I want to try to protect these places because they're just some of the most beautiful jungles I've ever seen, and to have so many beautiful birds along a coast like this. Hey Ram, what do you think about Puka Flats?
Puka flat. Oh,
Puka,
yeah.
the puka
flat.
tree, Puka Flat. Here, Puka Flat. And then over there, we think of something else. We'll let Jeff name the spot over there. I'm gonna name this spot Puka Flat. Yeah, Puka Flat. Got the Puka trees for Puka Flats. It's official, documented. Haven't fished it yet, so I guess I maybe can't name it, but I'm going to anyways because I have a camera and I can. I don't know if you can see this because I have an ultra-wide lens on and I can't zoom in. There's so many birds here above Puka Flats and the Puka trees. It's so beautiful here. Oh my gosh. This is pretty unreal and magical.
20 feet, 12 o'clock.
What'd you see?
Bonefish.
Bonefish.
Yeah. It's very close.
Oh,
In front of us, 10 feet.
oh yes,
You see them?
yes.
Lot of bonefish.
A lot of bonefish. Here we have bonefish at Puka Flats and a lot of birds. Wow. There's so many birds nesting up here. A lot of booby birds, it looks like, along with the frigate birds. And Ram said what the other bird was, but I forgot the name. There's, you can see them. They're everywhere in this tree. See them all in the tree? Ram's over here pointing out bonefish like crazy. So not only is there incredible bird life here, but this place, there's one, oh, there's two. There's a whole school of bonefish right there. Oh my God. Unfished, untouched flats here in the most beautiful place in the whole world. This is a magical experience and very, very fortunate to have this unique opportunity to discover a place like this. Oh my gosh. Life is so magical. How cool. Look at them all. Oh, hi. Wow. Wow, look at you all. Oh my God. Whoa, see all the fish? There's like surgeonfish. Oh, triggerfish, they look like. Oh, there they go. Everywhere. Ram's still out there spotting bonefish. He's having a great time, it looks like. He's an excellent guide, speaks really good English. Highly recommend him here on Fanning. But he said that the tides, they're very knowledgeable guides, but he said the tide's coming up now, and there's another channel way further down where we didn't go that potentially on a high tide we could get a boat up in there. Was it Aiguille to Puka Flats?
Aiguille to Puka Flats.
Ah, yes. So we going back to the boat, grabbing Jeff, trying to go around and take the boat in. Now that it's about high tide now, right? Yeah, so now it's about high tide. We're gonna try to get in here.
We can push the boat way around here.
Yes, you think? Oh, good. We can maybe push the boat in here.
I think it's very close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Get away.
Oh yes, I see. Big boat. See another?
Yeah.
Ooh, there's so many bonefish in here. So this can be Bone Highway on the way to Puka Flats. Look at this place. It's so beautiful. Wow. Very thin channel, huh? Yeah.
Chin means Ilaliki.
Ilaliki. This channels to Ilaliki to get the boats up to Puka Flats. Yeah, maybe the other side we try. The bus? Ah, yes.
Arabosa wari.
Labosan.
Kasi kakain kami at Christmas too. We have to go there.
Yeah. Okay, I see. So Ram and I have had a very long walk from Puka Flats to Isimas. His boat's over there, and Jeff and his boat are way over there at Deer Flats. So now we're gonna try to snag a ride back to their boat. Made it back just in time. There's a big rain cloud right above our heads, and I'm trying to get back and cover up my camera before it starts dumping. And all my safety gear is in the other boat to protect my gear from rain. So, Mallory, we have discovered and named the Puka Flats. Got a new spot. It was beautiful. Lots of birds and lots of bonefish.
Really?
Oh yeah.
They're back in there where you were.
Wait, there's a huge hole. I gotta put this away. Rain's coming. There's Jeff. Started dumping down rain as soon as I got back to the boat and saved my camera just in time, so worked out perfect. Those clouds finally caught up to us.
Definitely caught up. Did you guys see any fish?
Yeah,
We did.
saw a lot of fish.
A lot of fish.
In the new spot. Yeah, it was a good spot.
Like a lot of bonefish.
Yeah. It was a really good spot. It's on the other side of those trees right there. There's a really nice flat. We called it, those are Puka trees, we called it Puka Flats.
That's good.
And there's a lot of birds that come down and swoop you because that's where all the birds hang out. So it's a cool spot, but
Can you drive to it and walk across to it?
yeah, we think we can, on high tide, we can go in from over there. So I think next time when there's some more sun,